Do you want to work with global clients but have no idea how to even land one? Or you think that English is a must have for you to even step in the game? Welcome to Believing the Unbelievable podcast, and today I'm going to be talking about how I was able to land my first foreign client and have worked with several ever since. You see, in 2019, when I first stepped in the game of making money online, I was just searching for different ways to make money online, right? If you have watched this particular video, you would know how I landed my first client and stepped inside of the content creation game. I'm not gonna go inside of that again, but the first client that I got was a foreign client. Here's what I did to even land that particular client. At that time, I had joined this particular course where I was learning about how to grow a faceless Instagram page, right? So at that time, business pages were doing really really well, right? So that's how I just started my own Instagram account and started creating posts inside of it, right? So that's how I learned how to create a post in the first place. And then once I thought about this, that I can create posts for myself, I thought, okay, I can create this for other business pages as well. So all I did was I just simply reached out to other pages and said, hey, I already created this post for this particular page that I worked with. How about I just give you free 10 posts, and if you like them, we can work together, right? So they said yes. And once I shared the 10 posts with them, and they were like, okay, this makes sense, let's work together, how much would you charge? So I just said that it's going to be $40 for 100 posts. And he paid $40, and I collected that money through PayPal. And that's how I was able to work with my first foreign client, right? It was as simple as that. We do not need to have anything else other than the fact that we can do something for them, right? It's all about value. What value are we bringing to the table? What value can you bring to the table if you're looking to work with those foreign clients? It doesn't matter where they are from. People are people, right? People are individuals. They know they have problems that they need to solve. So it doesn't matter where they are from, where you are from. If you can help them solve a particular problem, they can pay you as well. Now let's talk about the English thing. You see, when I first started this, I started accumulating a few clients just through these DMs, right? And then I stepped inside of creating content for my personal brand, and I started creating videos. And at the same time, I started creating carousels where I had to write in the content through 10 slides of each carousels. And when I was doing all of that, I was speaking in front of the camera. Even if I came from an background, which is like one of the best ones over here in India. um, and I was also, alhamdulillah, I was privileged to be in an English medium school. My English was still terrible, right? I had a lot of grammatical errors in everything that I was talking about in front of the camera, or even if I was typing it down through the content that I was writing. Even now, even until now, my grammatical errors are really, really crazy, because my brother would always point it out, right? He would be like, what do you speak in your in your videos? It's absolutely terrible. Start creating good videos, start learning, invest in learning about English and so on and so forth. But here's what I always believed: you do not need to learn polished English to land foreign clients or land global clients. All you need is to have communicative skills in any language, right? So if you can communicate with them and just transfer, communication basically means transfer of your information or your message to the other person. If the other person is able to get your message, it doesn't matter what grammatical errors you're making in your form of delivery, right? Whether it's through videos or through text or DMs or a phone call, it doesn't really matter if you can communicate your message properly. So just like in this particular video, I have made several grammatical errors, but still you are understanding what I'm saying, right? So that's the whole point. So even if you are not good at English, or you're just starting with the English stuff, you can still land foreign clients. All you need to do is provide value. Figure out what is it that your what is the problem that your service actually solves, or your coaching program actually solves, and simply start attracting people with a third grader language that you can solve this particular problem and you can help them solve it, right? Even if you do not have enough proof, people are still going to work with you. So here's what I will do today. If I were in your shoes and I wanted to land global clients, I would just figure out what is the service that I want to offer to these people, and then I would simply reach out to them over DMs on Instagram and just find them on Instagram, right? Nowhere else. I do not need to invest in fancy tools to start cold calling people. None of that. I would be really, really human, and I'm going to send them a DM. And if I have a lot of proof, I can send them a DM and say, hey, I have all of this proof. This is my website. Go ahead and see all of this work I have already done. I would love to do this for you. But rather than you paying us right off the gate, I would love to offer you a free service first, where I'm going to offer you some kind of trial thing. I can make you 10 posts, 5 posts, or even if you're in any other niche, then you can give them one session if you're a coach, and so on and so forth. If you like that, we can work together afterwards, right? So if you have no English skills at all, you can simply close the deal on DMs, right? If you have a little bit of even communication, basic level communication, you can get them on a call and close the deals on the call. As simple as that. You do not need any fancy stuff. You do not need to listen to any marketing gurus or really crazy people who are telling you that you need all of these different things in order to land a foreign client. You don't. It is this simple. Okay, it is this simple. That's how I landed my first foreign client. If you have proof, then congratulations. It is much easier for you to sell to a foreign client because you can show your work, right? But yeah, that's how you can land foreign clients, and that's what I would do today. If I had no proof and I did not have a lot of different things that I could show to my client, and I had no basic level English skills, I would simply close the deals on the DMs. Okay, so I hope this entire video was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments what was your best takeaway, and let me know what is the next topic that you would like me to speak on, right? Or is it something that you have been struggling with? What I can do basically is I can look back into my life and figure out if there was a time where I faced that, and I can create a video around it, sharing that story inside of this Believing the Unbelievable podcast. Because remember, the impossible is possible when you keep believing the